everyone, Ivy League Gaming here, and today we're playing Dragonheir Silent Gods. For today's video, I'm going to talk about using different teams than you might expect for these continental challenges. Alrighty, so we are here on my account. It is Season 2. We're talking about the Lunar Halo Radiance event, Continental Boss Challenges, which will be the same bosses, I'm assuming, as we've seen, for Otherworld Exploration as well. Actually, by the time this video gets posted, I think our server will be on that. But yeah, we are Season 2, brand new season, it's a brand new game, and Ardreth is amazing and totally worth all the effort, guys, trust me. And I want to say, she is definitely worth, if you can't quite get her, but you're willing to get a little bit of these guys, I should say these guys, absolutely worth it. She is a wonderful hero. We have Dragonheir sponsoring today's video and the stream where these clips came from. And I have been loving the new season with these characters. It's been fun to play with different heroes. We also have some new exciting heroes coming, like Elminster with the next Dungeons & Dragons collaboration event. So this is really cool, the 23rd, which is the day after my birthday. So I will certainly be live streaming on my birthday and for this event, I am sure. So stay tuned for that. If you haven't already played Dragonheir yet, guys, you can download on Android, iOS, Mac, PC, Steam, and Epic Games. Well, alright, so this video is about going into the Lossenia boss, but not using what's obvious. Not using poison damage against her. Instead using Dauntless, lightning heroes. And then, you know what? We do the same thing. We go against Talwar. Because we used our lightning heroes on Lossenia, let's try poisons against Talwar. So this is kind of something that I really want to enjoy experimenting with, I guess you could say. Like, you can do different combinations of things that aren't so obvious. So that's really what I wanted to explore in this video. I'm sure I could do the poison team against Talwar and stick to the better thing against Lossenia, like the Dauntless that really ramps up damage. Because in this discussion, you're going to see, like, Lossenia is the hardest boss of all. She's a bit overtuned. She could use a little bit of a nerf on how difficult they have this boss. It should be a little bit easier. It's kind of crazy, honestly. And it's really, really picky on what heroes you use. But it doesn't have to be poison heroes, which is great. And that's what I want to show in this video is you can get there, at least the 11 million, hell, even the 22 million with a better optimized team, with not what the bonus damage is for each synergy paired with each chief challenge. So I'm going to roll that footage and discuss. Why do they sometimes run up into the next position and sometimes they stay perfectly where you put them? Alright, we're going to move these guys up. Sutha and Ergander will be taking the hits. I have to try to get Zephy to actually time with this, but we're gonna have some ultimate energy reduction because of Ergander in the team. I don't know if I can time this. I'm gonna full YOLO first, see what happens, and then we're gonna try to time the ultimate for Zephy, at least for her big ol' ultimate. She is a beast and it doesn't take her long to get up some really big stacks, and I just realized we have no aura for my poor team. But alright, we got Ergander. Tanky build, Mona Lisa set, hopefully help keep Sutha alive in the meantime. HP, defense, accuracy. Sutha is all built for damage in a gambler set. Simple enough. Nimbus is our witch's remains, so he's in a hybrid build of damage and accuracy. We have Zephy in the organ pipe. Not the craziest attack ever, but hopefully she will support and do well. But with plenty of skill haste thanks to the sets. And that, we got 63 if I did want to rotate without any ultimate energy reduction. And Theraval's our main DPS. in an Emperor set with the Goblet. Alright. Let's see if we can pump out damage really fast. The goal of this team, and we are doing Dauntless against Lossenia. This is a shout out to JR. He was like, I really want to try Dauntless against Lossenia, but you've got better pieces than I do. I was like, I don't have the fancy people, but he says Sutha. Sutha. So we're gonna hope Sutha can help make this happen. But the problem is, you know, Lossenia ramps up fast on her damage. The goal is just to pump out as much damage as fast as you can. But we're using not the strongest one, you know, like poisons are strong against her. But Dauntless is kind of good against everything. So, like, obviously this is going to be a very easy, like, 7 mil team, right? But, oh god. As Sutha, I see the health going down so much already. As I say, it's going to be an easy team. Sutha's going to die at 7 million. Okay, that was just really bad timing. She just did that. Oh, no, because the whirlwind's still going. But we don't want 7 mil. We want 22 mil. I feel like I'm gonna need a proper unkillable type team to make that happen. Oof. But we're trying the YOLO first. We're trying the YOLO. No, I can't time it. There's ultimate energy reduction. We didn't time anything. Yet. We're full YOLOing trying first. I could start holding off now on Zephy, though. I'll hold off for the ultimate starting at least. Manually now that it's gonna really ramp up. But it's not gonna be the perfect timing we thought because I have— oh, Sutha's dead already, see? I could definitely do 11 million with Dauntless. So there's that. But can we get to the higher parts? Probably not. And now that we lost our tank, we're screwed because now they're hitting the back people. Okay. So easy 11 million with that. That's not bad. Honestly, with this Lossenia boss, most people are happy with 11 million because it's annoying, right? As Nimbus is not giving up. Go, Nimbus, go! You keep trying. He's trying. Good effort. Yeah, that didn't matter. There's no way to keep Sutha alive that long. That's what I was worried about. We need more support. Nimbus is not gonna work. 14 million against this Lossenia boss is really good. It's true. This is a hard boss. I'm seeing a lot of people struggle. So I guess it's kind of good to showcase that you don't even have to use just poisons. You can use a Dauntless team. If you got one working, it might be better to swap the two and just use the poisons against Tall War, actually, is what JR wanted to try. I could build the poison team now too, though. I do have Vikana, Dench, and then Sigrid on deck to replace in this team. We might as well try it. But this is another fun example of showing you don't always need the actual element to beat that boss. So we're against Tall War, you know, like you're supposed to use lightning against them. But if you have a Dauntless team that can pump out more damage against like Lossenia, you also could be happy with— I mean, I don't have the ideal team. I did not build my Vikana well. She's not booked. The timings aren't great. My poisons were not up enough trying to time them out that way. So she did terrible damage. But if I— maybe if I used Corrin, or maybe if I, yeah, like went crazy with his skill haste on Dench and let Vikana be a little bit slow, maybe just all those and worried less about Dench's actual damage, which I tried to make Dench do a bunch of damage, but I could just ignore his damage and just worry about him going as fast as possible. Then I could have made Vakana probably do a lot more. So there's a lot of play here. Definitely a lot of options here. But this shows that it's kind of fun, right? I did the opposite. I had one team working with... let's go to redeploy. Not gonna save it. So I had one team with Lossenia, we're using Dauntless and Poison Mix. And then I have this team using Poisons against Talwar, which you wouldn't actually think of. But Malik is such a beast for this. I had him with that. So both teams are very easy, 11 million, but I don't have the means, or I don't have the gear right now to make this really work because I literally ran out of gold trying to level up runes. So I think if I want to make this work, I'm gonna need some tweaking. I could try putting Dench in the hourglass instead and letting him go crazy with poisons and hope that could do more. That's a possibility as well. I could take out Sigrid and I could put in another poisoner. Maybe that could help as well. But again, I'm now to the point where I'm out of potions. I'm out of gold. So I just kind of got what I could. But to see that I could do 13 million here with less than ideal timings and setup, I think is pretty promising. I don't know. It's interesting, right? Yeah, I liked seeing that we could do some different things, though, with the lightning or the Dauntless or the poison on the other team. I probably could make that poison team happen against Talwar. And make the Dauntless team happen. I think I could swap it still. But if I can get 22 million on the Lossenia boss with the poison people and do even better with this one, I'd rather do that. Like, I'm trying to keep these okay. I'm gonna have to do fire will be the easy one. Fire will be the easy one. Accept your fate. My fate is that I cannot get 22 million on everything the first round. And if you haven't already, be sure to download Dragonheir Silent Guides now using the link in the description or the pinned comment. It's available on Android, iOS, Mac, PC, Steam, and Epic Games.